Diablo, the Lord of Terra's semi-celestial binds are weakening, allowing him to walk among the mortal world in search of his brothers, the demon lords, Mephisto and Baal. As he draws nearer to his brethren, Diablo's power grows and will eventually permit him to shed his mortal coil. Together, the brothers, also known as the Three Prime Evils, seek out the World Stone, the heart and soul of this world, with the ultimate goal of corrupting the World Stone and controlling humanity, drawing ever closer to reality. A small band of adventurers has been plucked from distant realms and thrown together in this new world, placed upon a path with the aim of stopping this corruption before it can consume everything and spread to other dimensions. Welcome to the world of Sanctuary.
And I'm getting an echo from somebody. Oh, it stopped. All right, well, welcome back to Abracadabra. Please like, follow, subscribe, share, tell everybody you know. And we don't have anything announcements, so we're just gonna jump right into this with Rowan giving us a Ross. Stop. I see your chat. With the thing that happened before the recap. Yeah, Jesus.
There you go.
For the audience also, I am not all there tonight. I'm dealing with some shit in my head. I'm dizzy, I got a headache, so yeah, there's that. Go ahead, Rowan. Sorry.
Okay, so last session, we continued our fight with Mephisto. Slammed all the doors closed to that room, effectively cutting off that mob of corrupted citizens from entering, which honestly solved an issue for us, quite conveniently. And we were about to get completely wrecked by Mephisto's magical abilities, when Lazarus decided, Lazarus tapped into some sort of power and effectively broke into a million magical pieces, and reformed into, well, he's not a kobold anymore. He's like as big as a dragonborn now.
I did evolve, y'all.
He digivolved, yeah. Turning into this weird new creature, and decided to literally lay into Mephisto. Like, up close, personal. Character with the least amount of health in our party, y'all. Okay? Decided to go toe-to-toe with the boss and be like, fuck you. Alright? So that somehow did, like, a shit ton of damage to Mephisto. A few of us went down. No, Laz did go down, with his, assault on, Mephisto. And, Beeb also went down as well?
Yeah.
Because of the lair action, and
Laz...
Witch Doctor, fine. The Witch Doctor went down because of the lair action, I think I'm remembering correctly, and Laz went down because Mephisto had this electrical discharge ability every time you hit him. Ross dealt the final blow to Mephisto, telling the Primeval that Belial sends his regards, effectively killing Mephisto. The aftermath of the boss fight, apparently Laz lacks all memory of who he was, and now goes by the name Boros. Rowan, the loot goblin, decides to grab up like the crystals that she found, and some loot. I think Ross and Vec bought us some time because without Mephisto's magical powers holding the doors close to the chamber, the mob of corrupted citizens were slowly breaking through. Thebes stepped through. A little bit of a confrontation on Rowan's side towards Witch Doctor, because Witch Doctor, surprise, surprise, Witch Doctor was Thebe this entire time.
Wow, spoiler alert, jeez.
Well, if you didn't want spoilers, you wouldn't be doing a recap now, would
Hey, you guys
I
didn't
didn't-
roll for it.
I didn't know that was Thebe.
Wow.
I mean, he's holding Esper.
Definitely not Esper.
It was definitely not
Definitely
Esper.
not
He even
Esper.
said that was the name of the bow. Come on.
Definitely
I didn't know
not
that
Esper.
was Thebe. You just ruined it for me.
Sure. Thebe stepped through the portal first because that was the only way out of the room. Simon found a giant freaking sword stuck to the side of the gate, and Rowan, with Simon's help, and was it
Just
just
you and
Rowan
Simon. Yeah.
Rowan, with Simon's help, managed to pull the sword out from the side of the gate and stepped into the portal. We also had like a little bit. No, yeah. All of us got through the portal and then saw that, oh, hey, we're in the middle of hell on a floating platform, surrounded by time-stopped angels and demons. And Tyreal, our angel friend, was there, kind of kneeling-ish, like he was holding the spell together. As it turns out, he basically held the portal open for us the entire time, hoping that we would kill Mephisto and make it through. And now he's holding a time field together so that we can rest and blah blah blah. It was a good thing we picked up all the shiny pieces from the High Council members. Not all but one. Because those were Mephisto's Soulstones, and we are now tasked with destroying Mephisto's Soulstones in the Hellforge. There was some conversation between the party regarding Ross's desire not to use his abilities. There was a brief conversation with Thebe, kind of just like, hey bro, you don't need to be a witch doctor to help us. And then we also, I guess, we addressed the matter of Laz/Boros lacking all memory. And then I think the rest of the time was spent identifying the artifacts that we found. And that's about it, I think.
Yes.
Oh, with Ross handing off a message to Rowan. A letter? A paper.
Yes. Yes. Well, we also had, Draven.
Oh, yes. Ross!
Yeah. That
Uh,
happened.
yeah, also, one thing that I forgot to mention, once you guys identified the sword, on one side of so the sword itself is like 1.5 inches thick steel plate. Like, it is thick and massive, right? On one side of it, there is looks like a depression or a socket maybe, but it looks like another smaller weapon would fit into there, like it's missing. Looks like maybe something the size of a rapier or something. So yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Did you also talk about the fragments of? I don't remember if.
The
Yeah,
Soulstone?
yeah, the
Yes.
Soulstone. Okay,
We have
gotcha.
to bring it to the Hellforge and destroy them.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right. Are we ready to go?
Oh,
So-
who does not have inspiration?
Oh, I took everybody's inspiration away because they kept asking for another level up.
I don't have inspiration, but I also am not, like... I would say other people need it.
Yeah.
Rowan, you do
Uh,
have it.
I don't need it. I'll pass it.
Yeah, no, you get crits all the time.
So Vec and Thebe and Ross do not have it. Simon either, but Simon's got plenty of different ways to reroll shit.
Yeah.
I believe I should have it.
Or not Laz, Boros, sorry.
Okay, it'll go to Thebe.
No, I should have one
Oh.
already.
You should have one?
Yeah, I didn't mark it on my character sheet, but Adam would give me an inspiration for the
Roleplay.
druid armor thing.
Oh yeah.
No, you were like,
yeah.
metal armor on druid, and I was like, nah. Because
Yep.
Thebe's
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so
That's when I offered it to him.
So
Ross, Vec, and Boros.
I think I gave
Boros.
Boros last time. Although he seems very confused at the moment, doesn't he?
He's gonna be confused for a little while.
So we'll give the inspiration to Boros for now.
Okay. There you go. It is yours. Alright, we'll jump back over to here.
Would it
Loading.
be okay to pick up where we last left off, like right before we took the long rest?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, as you guys are standing here, Tyreal had, just a reminder, Tyreal had told you, had pointed out a structure in the distance. Oh shit. And told you guys that that is where you needed to head. But he's also said that believe nothing you see in this place. Your eyes will you'll be easily fooled. So, and with that, you guys were able to take a long rest, which obviously, oh, if anybody watching, they did level up. Our characters are now level 12. So this is that point before you actually long rest, I guess. If you guys wanted to pick up there with some conversations y'all were having.
Mm-hmm.
my
So,
guest.
before I kind of noticed that Ross was wincing, and I correctly deduced that it was Draven singing songs to him.
Oh, one more thing. I think this is important to note. Tyreal performed a disconnect between Ross and this entity that he has made a deal with. And if I remember correctly, Ross seems to be much more less brooding at the moment. Seems to be maybe something has been lifted off of his shoulders for the moment. He actually even smiled and laughed at the end of the last session, so there is that.
Yep.
So go ahead, I'm sorry.
So Rowan is going to approach Ross and kind of like, Draven really likes to just blurt out information in his messages. Did he tell you anything?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe a day or so ago, he kept yelling on and on to me, and I'm pointing into my head, about telling you something, but he was not specific about it.
I would frown because I do recall some of what was discussed last time. Not this time, but the last time we spoke with Draven. And you would see me frown and I... Is it about Kalim's lover? A witch?
A witch? He said something about the monastery not being the same. But a witch in the monastery?
have to be quite honest, when Draven contacts me, I try to block out every word that man speaks into my brain. It's like rot.
Oh. But what if it's important? Are you still
Believe
blocking
me,
it out?
if Draven is speaking to you, it is utter rubbish. Believe nothing that man says, and if he tells you it's important, make sure you absolutely do not follow his instructions. I say this with, like, stark seriousness on my face.
But then why would he bother two people about it, you know?
You get a kind of, like, really? You haven't figured it out by now?
Okay, point. He loves the attention. But he said he was supposed to be on like some sort of expedition to get info with Nika and Sentinel and Deckard something.
Well, he did say there was a betrayer among the Haradrim. I'm not sure how useful that is. He also told us to grab everything from the monastery, but we did. As far as I can tell, I don't know that anything he could tell us now would help us. We've got one direction. And I kind of look where Tyreal pointed.
I look towards Simon and Beep. No, actually, Beep by now has fallen asleep, hasn't he? He's just passed out on the floor.
Gone.
Gone. I look towards Simon if Simon hasn't fallen asleep yet.
Simon looks back at you.
Eyes
Simon-
wide shut.
Draven was sending messages to me and Ross about a betrayal in the monastery and something about a witch. We were with the what are they called again? The rogues?
Mm-hmm.
We were with the rogues who came from the monastery. Do you remember them saying anything about a witch?
No.
I'd like to make a check.
Okay. What are you trying to check? What are you trying to do?
I'd like to see if I can recall anything, about them housing a witch or something. Or, like,
So for
anyone that would fit the description of a witch.
So for a memory check, basically, it's going to be intelligence or I guess it could be history. Yeah, intelligence or history, your choice. Intelligence check or history check.
May I guidance myself as I'm checking?
I mean, sure.
Hold on. Blatant abuse of guidance, guys.
Things may be a little wonky still too, guys, because I still can't fully update everything.
Ah!
Jesus.
I think they fixed it.
Okay, it's a 17.
No, I just checked with the MIDI Discord today. They're still
Okay.
beta testing MIDI for the new system, 5e system, so.
What now?
But it's a 17 because the first roll was a 13 without my guidance.
I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm gonna whisper.
Oh god.
Just real quick, the spells that I took didn't import, and I forgot to give myself the extra stat point. I'm just gonna. Do
You can
that
go to
real quick.
Plutonium and do spells
Yeah.
that way. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the stat point that I took on my sheet.
DM.
Yes.
I also figured out a way to add that effect of the negative for the stat point
Oh, I already
for the sword.
gotcha. I just took it off your stuff.
Yeah, no, I fixed it to where it actually automatically does it.
Also, Huh. Oh, I can't spell. Oh my god, I can't spell anything. Oh my god.
Google's your friend.
No, I'm just misspelling everything.
Just do your best.
Hey, does anyone have any studded armor or like something, you know, kind of lightweight that doesn't get in the way of shooting arrows? No?
Nah.
I
You
mean,
asked
your
that
clothes are...
out loud.
Yeah. I just can't sleep on this rock. I normally sleep on my armor because that makes sense.
Idiot. My God.
And just use Vec as a pillow.
Jesus. Oh my God. He,
Keep me up at night, guys. Totally is in character.
okay, I gotta get it together.
Oh. Oh shit.
He does bring up a good point. While Rowan's in thought, looking around, does it look like there's anything that could be gleaned from the creatures that surround us on the little islets? Islets? Is that what they're?
Yeah. No, most of the angels, the dead angels you see here, and their bodies are actually starting to turn. As you sit here, you see the angels' bodies kind of turn into they begin to glow, and then you see them just kind of dissipate into a light and kind of fade off up in the sky. But most of them, almost all of them that were wearing armor, were wearing something very similar to what Tyreal gave you guys, that mithril, or that very light breastplate metal armor.
You know what Vec is wearing?
Yes. Well, I said he gave it to you guys, so.
Yeah.
But and the other creatures that are here that are dead, I mean, they're just scales and hide. So.
Noticing that, I would kind of turn back and does anyone know how to work leather? I mean, we could at least scavenge what we can from the fallen beasts here.
Rowan doesn't have any in that big ass bag of hers.
Rowan? Oh,
She
you're
looks.
thinking.
I look distinctly panicked.
Rowan?
Very panicked.
Hang on a second, Rowan. Before you go, there's one other thing.
Oh God.
Master Simon, I think Rowan's struck by an idea or nightmare. Do we need to smack her? Or shake her?
That's totally up to you, bro.
Stop it. Pull off your face, right?
I'm gonna kick Thief into the whatever liquid is surrounding us.
That was completely out of character. That was not real. There's no way Thief would. I'm not even gonna try and explain that one.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get up and start heading to where Rowan's standing. If she's looking weird.
Yeah, Thief moves over next to Vec. May I?
It's fine.
Oh, you're so furry. Thank you. Don't scratch the armor, guys. It's fine. I will go in this fine clothing here,
Yeah.
and Vec will be my pillow.
What was Vec wearing before? Just like hide or nothing?
What Vec was wearing before was like just like leather straps.
So it wasn't an armor?
Obviously, he was wearing no armor.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
I put a tentative hand on Rowan's arm and like give a little squeeze. Rowan?
This is not good.
What is it?
I think I know who the traitor is.
Mean at the monastery?
They called Akara, the wise woman, they called her a witch. They referred to her as a witch. And there are some mannerisms from her that are not lining up at all.
I don't know about the old lady. I'm thinking it might be Chantel.
Oh,
Because
Jesus.
she just all of a sudden just up and disappeared right in the middle of stuff.
Wait, what? Did you say Chantel?
Yeah,
What are you guys talking about? What?
she could be a traitor.
No, I'm fairly certain it's Akara.
Then we have to warn them. That's where Talesh and Sidira are heading.
Halesh is over there.
Wait, is he? Oh, okay. Well, wait, I thought we understood that these weren't like... They weren't actually here though, right?
Halesh.
They are. They just seem to be frozen.
But,
place.
okay.
But this is Talesh.
Okay. Got ya. I misunderstood. I thought we were in like a time freeze
Whoops.
portal thing. Gotcha.
I didn't mean to do that.
You just threw him in the lava. What the fuck?
Yeah, Talesh is in trouble. That's where they were heading. Is there any way you could... Is there anyone else you could contact? I don't think Draven's made it there.
I am so confused. What is this about a traitor? Is this something I should know? What can we talk about this as a group? Maybe like, is this something all you guys knew?
Sorry, I thought you were going to sleep, so
I was, but I couldn't.
Vivek is just looking confused at everything that's being said right now, like who's Talesh.
So Draven for the past 2-3 nights has been contacting Ross and I, talking about a traitor in the monastery that used to be Kalim's lover. And Ross said just now that Draven mentioned something about a witch being involved. And I was thinking, we were with the rogues for a while who were stationed at the monastery. Who among them, or what would we know, or who would we know would be as similar to a witch as we would think? And suddenly, a lot of things Akara mentioned and did not line up.
So many questions. First off, why was the witch in love with the flail? And second off, wasn't that flail helping us out? Like, I thought that flail was a good person, and so wouldn't his, like, this witch that was loving it, like, not do mean things?
So the flail holds a spirit inside, or the consciousness of an old soul named Kalim.
Okay.
Kalim
Needs to be a
died
person.
a long time ago, but his will was left in the flail. That's what we were in contact with. But Kalim had a lover, from what I'm understanding of Draven, who lived in the monastery and worked with the Haradrim.
Ro, can I ask you a personal question? This is
No.
really important.
What?
Why did you say lover? Like, that's so weird. There's so many other things to call it. Could just be like significant other, or like they had a person. You know, a lot of people just say it's a person, but you like, it's like officiate it, like with the term lover, you know?
I am
Neither here nor there.
repeating Draven's words!
Well, Draven's weird.
That we
Okay,
can
keep
agree
going.
on. That we can
Yes.
agree on.
Kind of weird. Yes, I agree on that as well.
Yeah, who calls someone else a lover? Like, what do you, the fuck is this? Like, 57 AD? Like, I don't know.
The fuck?
We actually don't know what year it is here, do we?
No, we don't. Really
Oh,
don't.
it
I don't
could
think
be
any of us.
57.
We haven't asked. But anyways,
Oh. Hmm.
when we first arrived here, we meaning Simon, Thebe, and I, because we were all that remains of the original group. The encampment that the rogues were stationed at, that they were defending, was attacked by a bunch of fiends, and the fiends had kidnapped a group of children. Hora tried to convince us not to go after the children and to go straight to the tree of Inifis. The children were being sacrificed to a summoning circle, a demonic summoning circle. Additionally, inside the monastery, the only way to summon a demon in this world is to create a demonic circle and conjure them. So, Andariel, the lesser evil, suddenly appeared in the monastery. That can't happen unless someone was there to summon them there.
But why? What is her true goal?
Also fine, though.
Is that all the evidence we have, too? That's a pretty rough claim. Hey, you're bringing about, the primevals into the world, haha. So just turn away, repent from your sins. You can't just, go up to her and be like, hey, and say all that.
He was also telling us that she was receiving messages from Deckard. But Deckard told me that the only way he can send a message is through a sending stone. Which we have here. So how is Akara getting messages to Deckard?
And from who?
Oh man, I just got shivers. Oh. I told her about my mom, man. That's so weird.
Just to clarify something, the message she received from Deckard, this was when y'all first got here. Y'all were going to see about the children. As somebody, y'all heard a woman scream, but in that moment, just a little prior to that, Kara grabbed her head and said, "I just received a message from an old friend. I thought he was dead." That's the message she supposedly received from Deckard. And then, as you just stated, Deckard has told you I have no way to give you a message unless you take this, and gave you the stone. So, yeah.
I can try to send a message once I get some rest out to the monastery. I'm not sending a message to Akara, but maybe to Chantel or one of the other rogues.
To warn them.
To warn them, to see what the status is there.
You might need more help. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, tell Draven as well. Fool he might be, but if he can make it there, perhaps he could prevent a tragedy.
Yeah, and Sentinel's there too.
And also, from what I know, if the lesser evils can, once they're killed, aren't they sent back to hell? If they're from this mortal plane, from the mortal plane, if they're killed in the mortal plane, aren't they sent back to the hells?
That's usually how it works in our world. The rules could be different here on Sanctuary.
Which means there's a chance they could be resummoned.
Mad.
Oh. Oh shit.
What do we do?
We may also have another problem.
What?
Deckard re-established a portal from the monastery into Luke Lane.
Oh. Elves.
Well, that could also be a good thing. That works two ways.
It only works both ways if we can get to it first.
Well, that's the problem because we're stuck in this pit.
We're not. We need to rest and make it to that. Well,
Hellforge is what they called it. I will try to send as many messages out after I rest.
Wait, what about a Hellforge? Who called it that?
Tyreal.
Tyreal?
Yeah, I gesture with my head at Tyreal as well.
Oh,
You know, the big guy with the wings right next to us.
I was pretty tired. Still am. Gonna nap now.
Yes,
Oh God.
rest. There's not much we can do with this information now, but at least we know. We need to...
Yep.
What? Everything okay?
I clicked the wrong screen, so the stream switched for a moment.
Oh, love it.
Duck stream.
Okay, I thought I was the only one. Okay, got it.
Wait, what did it switch
it's all
to?
your
What did
fault.
it switch to?
My private messages.
Oh,
Oh,
I saw everything. Wow. I didn't know you were into that.
Remember, you too can fund our OnlyFeet account. Side business, don't worry about it. But yeah, I would look around and gravely just state, well, let's enjoy this last bit of peace. Rest. In a few hours we'll need to get moving again. And I will head to my little corner where I've got my backpack and take out a wooden blade and just start swinging at the air.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get my... Since we're only here for a certain amount of time, I'm going to try to get a 4-hour rest first.
yeah, meditation. Yep.
Meditation. And then I'm going to be sending a series of messages out.
Um,
And rolling for them.
as everyone starts to get settled in, Boros is just gonna like sidle up to Rowan, and he's just gonna go. So that was a really nice story, you told, but would you mind giving me some context as to who everyone is?
Oh no.
I'll let that fade to black.
Okay.
I'll let that fade to black.
That's valid. That's valid.
I will do my best to recap our misadventures to Boros.
Let's hear it. I want to hear everything from session 1 to now, Ron. Let's do it.
Oh,
Hey.
God.
No.
One eternity later.
How
Yeah,
long
no
do we
shit.
have?
Alright, everyone level up.
Yeah, right.
No. No. Minus 10 extra max hit points again, please. Okay, so I'm gonna say, Rowan, you guys know you're you need to rest. You want to try and do this thing, and then you want to rest some more.
Yeah.
If Boros would be okay with it, you could tell him, look, can we do this while we're walking once we finish up here? I mean, that you know, because I mean, oh my God, that would take your entire rest to catch him up on everything.
That's true. Boros, could we talk on the road after we rest?
Sounds
You also look like you're ready to go Betty by any moment now.
He's like, he's got like one of those fags about him. Like he's gone for at least 3 wars in the last 2 hours. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. How many D100s am I rolling? God.
All of them.
Percentile die.
Let's just do one per message for now. So For your first message, go ahead and roll the D100. Well, who are you sending it to first?
I'm sending a series of messages to Draven first.
Okay, so
There's gonna be 4 in total.
so go ahead and roll 4. Actually, no, we're gonna do it one at a time. So give me your first 25 words. Roll me a D100 real quick.
Okay. These words are difficult. I miss you, my friend. And
Oh no! You can't read those aloud. Oh.
you not want me to read them out loud?
No, read
No,
that
go
one.
for it. Go for it.
Not
Yeah,
loud,
go for it.
absolutely.
Ross,
Go.
Ross
In
don't
fact-
want to hear it. Sean's fine with it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We
yeah, go
found
for
good
it.
people. They're like our vipers. I see why Rowan is special. One.
Holy crap! Yeah, your message
Wow.
goes through.
Wow.
It goes
Damn.
through?
It goes through.
Yeah.
We're ruling 95 and above.
Yeah, there's a
to be
5% chance for different planes for it to go through. So, I mean, 5% chance that it doesn't go through. Yeah,
Can Draven respond?
he can.
Yeah, I'm using
yes.
sending.
And he has to respond, actually.
Okay. No, stop tickling me. Pero... is that from Ross? That is beautiful. Rowan, go give him a kiss and tell him it is from me.
I'm writing that down. Hold on.
Alright, I'm joining the Primevals. Ross quits.
Belial, let's go.
Right. Come back, don't leave me here.
Okay, second one. I intend on bloodying your teeth if you sing into my ear again. We have defeated the first prime evil. Unbelievably, we all still live.
Yeah, it goes through.
That is wonderful news. Also about the primeval.
Then, third one. What did Rose mean by I'm special? You two don't talk shit about me behind my back, right? Rose needs therapy. I miss you, big brother. Oops, yes, that's 2. I did not mean to roll 2. Huh.
Did you call Draven Big Brother?
Big brother!
Jesus,
Uh.
yeah, it goes through.
Everything.
God, you're gonna.
Oni-chan!
He's not.
Oh,
his head's
no,
gonna
I'm
swell
sorry.
up so big. Oh my God,
Dude, this is terrible.
this is yeah. Yeah,
Pero-
sorry, go ahead.
If we are calling each other brother, then that would make you my little sister. So, little sister, I told him to watch out for you because, simply put, you are special. You need to be cared for, like any flower. You see, if you do not water them regularly, they will shrivel in.
It's up, baby. That's great. And fourth one, I didn't write this down. I didn't prepare anything.
Got him.
The witch in the monastery might be a Kara.
Hang on a second, Draven. Oh, you got to roll to see if it goes through. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you would know if Draven knows who Akara is.
Yeah, Draven's never been there, so I don't think he would. He would know maybe from you guys talking, but that's if he paid attention to y'all's conversations.
Fine, then I know he's with Deckard or whatever, right? Or he's with Licka and Sentinel. Tell Deckard or Sentinel the witch traitor in monastery is Akara. Let's see. What else would I want to say? What else do I want to say? Lut Ghislaine may be in danger.
Okay.
And now I roll.
Did you get that, Thebe?
Yeah.
Andres? Okay.
Let me know if this important one
Oh!
goes through or not.
I was so close to an
Yeah.
89,
Ooh.
98.
Yeah, it goes through.
Okay. We figured as much. Pero which is why we were already on our way. I will tell Lika what you told me. Pero are you from Baldur's Gate? I think I had a memory.
Gonna waste all of your spell slots for the day on this.
Mm-mm.
Oh god. Okay, we're gonna use another sending spell. I got so many slots, guys.
Phrasing.
Here we go.
Who's this one going to?
Draven again.
Okay.
I am sorry. I am from Baldur's Gate. What did you remember? Fuck, that's a waste. Please be careful when you get to Loot Lane.
Oh, they're in Luke
can-
Go Lane, actually. If you
Oh.
want to revise that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's what. Yeah. I
Please
think
be
they've made it.
careful. They can resummon the lesser evils we defeated. Send.
Okay, it goes through.
Good rules.
Yes, I remember the streets of Baldur's Gate. There was a twisted, raisin-infested bread that you really wanted. I do not know if I'm making this up or it was an actual memory, but I do remember the bread. She wanted it so bad that when we stole it, I had to save your ass as we got chased out and...
Well, you don't talk to him.
She wants to know so bad.
Well, you don't talk to him.
Is
Dude,
Is
Ross
this a memory?
not wrong.
Is this a memory that I have? Can I finish his sentence?
Yep, you sure can.
Wait, Andres, is this like a pre-established like memory or
Eh?
no?
What are you
never mind.
asking me?
Hold on, hold on.
I know what you're asking me.
I'm gonna send you a message, Rowan.
Okay.
Please don't burn all your spell slots talking to this idiot.
No, I already
It's
talked
out there.
to Adam about this. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine.
In the middle of the night, Rogue get
Yep.
the only one.
Yep.
Party wipe.
I
We're
love
fine.
Never believe.
Mm.
I just had to say it because I could see a scenario where Rowan's like, all my spells.
Okay, another spell.
Hey?
We're setting another spell. I'm finishing the memory. You had to save my ass, and somehow we ended up
There.
in the bay. Trying not to get caught by fishermen, too. Something like that. Sending.
Is this so? Is this a spell? This isn't a response. Okay.
I'm just finishing
Give me that
the
dice roll.
memory.
Yeah, it goes through. She seems to complete the memory.
Yes. And the bread was ruined. It was wet and soggy and gross, but we still ate it. All of it. You had raisin in your teeth.
Gross.
Why do I remember that? Pero maybe I am this person. But I'm not. Am I? We don't have time for this, Rowan. got to save.
I'm gonna stop sending messages to Draven, but I am gonna send one more message out.
Okay.
How do I whisper again?
/W, \W space GM if it's to me or whoever's name you're sending it to. The same name they have in the bottom left corner of Foundry there if you're going to somebody else. Simon, what are you doing, by the way?
I guess at this point I went to sleep.
Okay. Vec, I think Thebes kind of nestled into you there, snoring. Thebe, you have the option to meditate. Would you just pass out at this point? Like, instead of meditating, you'd actually sleep?
So, I was gonna ask you, if I get a long rest in 4 hours, but I slept 8, could I burn off a level of exhaustion? Because it'd technically be like sleeping twice.
How many levels of exhaustion do you have?
Just one.
Excuse me.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna lose that anyways.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah.
Why-
Oh? Oh, okay.
yeah.
Bro, I don't know how to play D&D.
Who is that to?
You know who.
Okay.
You know him.
Give me. Oh, you rolled. Okay, very good.
Ain't prepared to play. Let's go.
I'm going to not speak in his normal lavish way of speaking, as I am typing this out. So this is just the gist. Y'all can go ahead and, if anybody else had anything they wanted to say or do while I'm typing this up, so don't sit here and wait for me in dead silence if y'all don't need to.
I think at this point, Stalemate would use one of his spell slots to send Rowan a message.
You left me on red. Nobody left stream on red.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's for good play. Let's send this one to Ross.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's send this one to Ross directly.
Raining. Let me go. Let me be.
I don't know. Do you want me to roll for it ahead of time? How does it work?
Send the message to burn the spell slot and then roll.
Okay. Oh, I don't have his character sheet up. I will. Let me bring it up on D&D Beyond, and I'll track it that way. What is that noise? What's that noise from, DM?
Man, I don't know.
What's that? I don't know what that noise is from. Okay. So I don't have his character sheet in
Boundary.
Foundry, so I'm just gonna do the roll. If you're cool with it.
Yep.
Okay. Ross will hear in his head. Ross, it is good to talk to you directly. Keep in mind you can respond to this. I'd love to hear your voice. I miss you, buddy, but I am worried now. I think I have a connection to Rowan that I did not know about. My memories are returning a little bit here and there. She said you killed the primeval. Pero where are you? I am worried.
Yeah, I think I would be. I mean, this. I imagine this is taking place all within the what 2-hour, 3-hour mark.
So I mean, she cast sending. I mean, this could literally have have taken place in 15 minutes. All of these sendings.
It's
didn't,
important.
Okay, so I
Okay.
didn't have sending prepared
Oh,
after
gotcha.
That's
we
why.
defeated
Yeah.
That's
Mephisto,
why
so
I'm
I
asking.
rested 4 hours, then
Yep.
woke up to send all these messages, and then I intend to go back to sleep.
So Ross, I assume this message would actually wake you.
Yeah, that's why I was
Yeah.
asking.
Okay.
So I'm, just in traveling clothes, tunic and breeches, and, would Simon have slept in the tent? I mean, come on, man. Like, I would have begged you to sleep in the tent. I have no dignity when it comes to, the prince. So, I mean, I would sleep outside if you want me to.
Stop when you say
No,
that.
dude,
No
you're
dignity.
Big Spoon.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, we got separate bedrolls. We're not cuddled up together, right? If Simon wanted to, of course, that'd be different, but regardless. I think I would quietly just turn, and now I'm on my back staring at the top of the tent, hearing Draven's words. And remembering what Rowan told me, I would quickly, but as quietly as I can manage, slip outside the tent and begin speaking so as to not waste any time. I would reply to Draven. Well, follow your feelings, you fool. You have a connection. Explore it. We have precious few left. Both of us. We are with the angel Tyreal. Gotta form our words. We're getting ready to leave. And I think I would stand outside the tent, looking about to see if I've woken anyone. And if you do wake up, I'm kind of just like, oh, I'm sorry. Which is not a sign you would have seen of me. I mean, before, if you'd seen me standing watch, I'm giving you that, like, deadpan sentry stare. But now I'm like, oh no, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
Yeah, in this space right here, it is very eerily silent. Like nothing, no sound other than footsteps, the rustling of someone moving on the ground or sleeping, snores here and there. Other than that, there is nothing, not even a breeze blowing anything.
Yep. While it, like, immediately after, Stalemate doesn't even hesitate.
Yeah, you understand that you tried to send that message, but it failed for some reason. You don't know why.
Wow.
So I realized it failed? Okay.
Yes, you do. You know, actually,
You would know why. You'd know the limits of the spell, right?
yeah, but he doesn't know that you're on another plane.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know the limits of the spell. You know it has issues extraplanar. There's no other reason to
That's true.
not
Yeah.
work, right?
Either that or the person is not doesn't exist anymore. So, for some
okay.
reason, one of two reasons, the spell didn't go through.
Jesus Christ, Dio. Yeah, at
Either
the time
something
you guys
ki-
were talking,
Yeah,
got
either something
deleted.
destroyed Ross, or he is no longer on the same plane of existence as you are.
Okay. Stalemate will burn another spell slot. This will be a 4th level
Okay.
at this point because he's
You
out.
guys stress me out, bro.
I just gotta chase this tail.
I know, but
Roll me that
still.
D100.
I'll be quick. I'll be quick.
I need to get some water because y'all are stressing me out. Bruh.
Yeah, it goes through.
That was weird. Rose, are you in danger? Where are you? The last message didn't go through. Did you all do something stupid? I need to know this. I need to know that Jure and Rowan are okay. Pero, fuck this. I am on my way.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, that would prompt a louder response than the kind of quiet, measured. No. I mean, no need. We are safe. We are returning.
Huh? What?
Sorry, Simon. Oh, I mean, don't come. And how does this bloody spell work? Oh. And I probably mumble and stammer away the rest of the sending spell.
Sorry, Simon, don't come. Oh, shit. God damn.
Like I said, you can fund our side business only feed. Remember that, chat.
So, Rod, you know Stalemate very well. It's
Yeah.
almost worse that he doesn't respond to your blunder of what you just said.
Think I would look at Simon. And Simon, you see a man who knows it's pretty much a man on the hangman's noose. He knows he's made a grievous error, and it's just one of those. I'm sorry I woke you up. I'm tired. And I'm probably going to get a message from Draven.
Okay, it's fine. I forgive you.
I say nothing as I shuffle into the tent, lay down, and await my fate. And I probably spend the evening waiting for the message that inevitably comes with just a peal of laughter. And if he doesn't respond, I would stay up as long as I could in fear of that message and then fall asleep.
Yep, that message comes eventually. And it's laughing at you.
I deserve it. I deserve it.
That's great. All right. Anything else? Oh, Rowan. The last message you sent. Did you have a response to that, or are you gonna seek advice first?
I'm gonna pretend I ran out of spell slots.
Okay.
And go back to sleep.
All right.
Or meditate. I'm gonna meditate again.
Gotcha. So there was no reason to keep watch here, obviously. Anything else before we awaken here for the night or day or whatever the fuck it is here? No? Okay.
No.
You guys slowly begin to... Gotcha. You guys slowly begin to awaken. Still in this very eerily quiet place here. You see... By now, some of you probably figured out what you're in, this stasis field or whatever, but you still see the same entities outside of this bubble in the same positions, fighting the same monsters. They've yet to move. Nothing's changed. Tyreal looks... You actually see this celestial being who is he looks massive on the map, but he's just a little larger than you guys, right? He's maybe a foot and a half taller than the tallest of you. Okay. He's actually sweating. To see a celestial under that kind of strain, some of you understand that he's not holding on for very much longer, probably.
I would noticeably be as far away from Tyreal as possible, but I would look pained at the Celestials suffering.
So is this like the next day?
Yeah, after the rest. I don't know that we can tell day.
Yeah,
time
there's
here,
there's
right?
no difference here in
Okay.
in the looks of this hellscape. Like you can't tell if it's daylight, darkness. It's you could see in this stasis field, but you could tell beyond this. You see, so you look out across the hellscape here, and you can see parts that look like it's in kind of a permanent shadow, and you see other parts that look. There seems to be specks of light that flash and flicker, possibly lava or volcanoes. There's no telling what it's going to be like outside of this quote unquote bubble that you're in. But there's definitely no telling whether it's day or night, obviously. I mean, you guys know you're in hell. You could probably understand, most of your characters probably understand that there's no day or night in hell, right? It's just, yeah, so.
Fire.
It's just
It's
hell.
just hell.
Yeah.
He's nearing the limits of his strength, and we need to move. Master Simon, I'll break down our tent. We should hurry. We don't know what'll happen if... And I leave the implied sentence of, like, if his strength runs out.
Is there anything
Yeah,
we
let's
can
go, man.
do to help, Mr. Tyreal? We have this, like, I don't know what to call it. It's like an obelisk thing that can, like, help us with our spells and hold them for us. Would that help you here right now?
I am not sure what you refer to, but it is not so much that I am losing strength or the ability to maintain the field. It's more the place we are in drains me. I will hold on as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Well, if you happen to, duck out before we get back, how do we find you if you leave?
You will not. Once I leave here, I will return to the heavens, recuperate my strength, and I will find you.
Sounds like a plan, big man.
The way Simon talks, man.
2020.
Very modern king.
Also, the only one of these chains that you see that appears to be big enough to leave is the one right next to Tyreal here. It's wide enough that you can walk along it, and I mean, it looks like it would be very simple to make your way across it. Oof. Traverse it, I should say. What is this? Oh, okay.
Before we like leave for the day, we'll approach the party like excuse me, but this ring I identified. I'm not sure if it would help anyone, but it seems to be a ring of protection, or at least something of that effect. Um, does anybody here need, well, more protection?
Vec just kind of looks over to Thebe, wearing leaves. He might.
No, God, look, if I'm doing... I know we probably haven't talked about this in a while, but I'm not really trying to even get close enough to, like, get hit by a sword, you know? So I think it might be better off to one of you guys that, like, is guaranteed to kind of come in between a sword, you know?
Real quick, VM, what's the ring made of?
Seems to be made of gold, and there's runes etched in it all the way around.
Well, that takes Steve out.
Yeah, Boris is just gonna look down at the ring. He's like,
Actually,
he was making a.
He can't wear
he
armor.
can.
Rings.
He can't wear
Yeah.
armor made of with metal.
Druids tend to avoid metal at all costs.
Yeah, it's all
Oh.
metal. Yeah.
Oh,
Except scimitars for some fucking weird reason.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is.
wooden
God.
scimitar.
I don't really vibe with gold. It's not my thing, you know? I'm
Um,
anti-gold.
I hold out the necklace and I say, "This thing will prevent any." Then can he take this? If a druid can't take anything with metal, what about a crystal amulet? And then I describe that it's like the spell I cast on Vec, where if something were to try to kill you, it would prevent it, but only for one time.
Why are we trying to give me things, guys? I'm good. I got my buddy Esper here. I have the power of the witch doctor. Like, you know, what about Simon? Or like Ross?
I gesture towards Leaf Skirt.
I know,
Not
it's really
even.
cool.
Yeah.
I'll look over at Simon with the ring. It's like, would you like it?
Sure, why not? I like fancy things.
Hand Simon the ring. If I'm understanding it correctly, you're gonna have to attune with it.
Like singing a song kind of tune to it.
More meditate on it. I don't know why I know this specific, but some knowledge has been retained from my previous body, at least.
Well, meditation is absolutely better than what you were trying to do.
Into it.
I kind of lean into Boris and whisper to him about the entire bathhouse incident.
I couldn't. Sounds preposterous.
I would never do
So,
that.
I would
so
never
who's,
do that.
who's gonna take the amulet here?
Yeah, who is taking that?
I look to Thebe and say, you should take it. Right now. I hate to say this, but if we're too concerned about your demise, we won't be able to effectively work as a group.
Yeah, alright. You know, I was gonna make a joke about being anti-crystal, but, you know, that's fine. I'll take it. Also, Ross, you hear laughter in your head, and it's Stalemate laughing at you using one of his sending spells just to kind of continue to laugh at you like hours later. And at the end of it, he says, "But seriously, where are you? I'm coming."
Adam has made me hate that phrase now. I'm just traumatized. But, I would frown, and once again, in a firmer voice, not out of control like the previous evening, Simon, but you would see me frown and say, no, stay put or head to the monastery. That's where we're going. It's a waste for you to join us in this place. That's all I would say. Start shaking my head. Stubborn mule.
Are you talking to Draven?
Unfortunately, he never shuts up.
I can tell.
Not like you. He's got no sense of, well, majesty. Idiot.
Yeah, they just don't give that stuff out.
No, it's reserved for royalty, from what I understand.
The D100 roll. What was this for?
That
Oh,
was
okay.
Ascending.
Never mind. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that. Jesus.
All
Even
good.
though I
Just
heard
trying to
you
follow rules.
the message.
You got a lot going on too.
Ross.
Hmm.
After she thanks you, you see her smile turn into a smirk. It's really mischievous. As you're sending that message back to Draven, she yanks you down and like plants her lips right on yours, pulls away, and says, "That was a kiss from Draven."
Oh, fuck,
What?
she did it.
What? No! Oh! Why? What are you doing?
Boros is just shielding his eyes, but still definitely looking.
I'm just thinking of Ross looking at Simon. I didn't mean it. I didn't do it.
He definitely has the wide-eyed, like, what? I didn't, and he's got his hands up like he's, someone has just stopped him. Like, no, I didn't do it. My hands are up. You saw it.
I just want to know, would Rowan have added like just a little bit of tongue to that, or no?
Oh my god.
I don't. I just
I-
this helps. This is Andres. I just want to know if that is something that Rowan would do.
I
Sprinkling
die.
of
A
tongue.
smidge of tongue. Okay, so a smidge of tongue, Ross. There's a
I'm-
smidge of tongue.
I die. Yep. I'm a roll new character. You guys continue. You guys watch as Ross takes a soldier's march into the lava and he just gives you a thumbs up. GG's boys. GG's boys and girls.
The Terminator exit. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, more seriously though, Rowan, you see, like, shock and kind of surprise. What's going on?
Nothing.
You know what? I'm gonna try and roll for that DM if I can
I can't
judge.
spell. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. I can't spell Rowan. Sorry, but you get the gist.
Please don't let me fail this.
Oh,
Okay, thank God.
Nice, dude.
Hey.
You would see the confusion drain away, and in its place is just that flat look, like 2.
Soka.
And I turn, saying nothing else, grab my pack. It's time to move out. And I start walking in the direction that we're
She's
supposed
still
to
swinging the practice sword.
go. Yep, I refuse to acknowledge anyone or anything, not even Simon.
Out of the corner of your eye, as you turn to leave, Ross, you see the
Tyreal better not
worst
say
form
anything.
ever of someone swinging a sword.
I just grumble to myself.
Your work is cut out for you.
Oh man.
As Ross is walking away, Vec kind of just comes up behind him and just kind of like just places a hand on his shoulder. Ross.
Yes.
He then takes that huge lump of metal of his sword off of his back and kind of holds it with one hand and just tell me how I feel.
I look at the blade and look at you. No, it's in your hands. You could probably make better use of it than I do. Ken.
Want your opinion?
Looking at it, DM, obviously the physical description you've given us is obvious. Can I discern the best way to use it, whether it's something you have to like leverage your momentum, or do I think like it is I mean, especially with the way that Vec is holding it in his kind of body structure, do I think that he would be best to like make wide swings or keep it close to his body so that it's like short thrusts rather than like wide
It
swings?
seems extremely clumsy. Like you're using the weight of this to deal the damage.
Right. So you're probably trying to build momentum and swinging versus like, okay. I would look at the blade, Vec, and then look to you. Well, it's no soldier's weapon, I can tell you that much. You're going to need a lot of space to fight with that. It's a bloody polearm, for God's sakes. If you can manage to position yourself correctly, the amount of force you could bring to bear would be, well, devastating. Wide swings, heavy footing is what you'll need, and a good deal of power.
Okay.
Vic,
Yeah.
don't practice with anyone using that blade.
Vec would just give like a little smirk and not planning to.
Okay. And then I look over your shoulder. Even if Rowan asks you, don't do it. You'll like to cleave someone in twain. Not in a good way either. Not sure there's a good way for that, but...
Vivek just kind of like moves the sword closer to you. Hold for a second.
Yeah, I take it and I'm just like...
So you have the strength required to even use this sword, so it is
I
really
do.
heavy.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I'm just
Yeah.
like... God.
Yep.
And he was holding this with one hand.
Like you feel as though you could use it effectively, but it would
Oh,
be
yeah, sure.
it would be cumbersome.
Yep.
Vivek takes his other sword and just kind of like somehow fashions it toward on his back. And it heavy.
It is. Don't take too much on yourself. And I imagine you want it back, so I'm like, here, take it, please.
I'll manage. And he grabs the sword at the handle and just also fashions it towards his back too.
As you do,
Yeah, just...
Vec, as you kind of sling it in this thing over your back, you see Vec kind of lean back a little bit, like whoa.
Yeah, I reach out to try and grab one of his long arms, and I'm like, oh, easy.
Yeah, it takes you a second to get used to the weight on your back.
It's heavy.
Balancing is important.
That's what they're for.
Let's see. So it's
Yeah,
not
if I see the
normal.
others, if I see the others approaching, though, I am gonna, Vec, I'll see you up ahead. And I turn around and I start walking really quickly. Whatever path is available. If there isn't one, I start flying.
Oh, I think I embarrassed him.
Sorry,
Yep.
I need to show you, Vec. Your greatsword weighs about 20 pounds.
Oh.
You know, this one, the ones you just got, a solid 45 pounds. Like that's pretty
Hot
heavy
damn.
for a two-handed weapon.
So
More,
just so you understand, like that is, you can carry it without issue, but trying to swing it, like imagine holding out like a 5-pound weight. You can only manage that for like a minute or two. Trying to fight with a 5-pound weight would be insane. So 45 pounds just swinging that over and over.
That's like the bar, you know, like a weightlifting bar with no weights on
Yeah,
it. That's
like a
45
bar.
pounds. Imagine trying to swing that.
Yeah, if you've seen Naruto and you know who Rock Lee is, I'm doing the Rock Lee training.
Jesus, yeah, bless your heart.
All right. Okay. So with this, everybody's kind of sort of. Ross seems to be leading the way. He's like, "Fuck this, I'm leaving. I'm embarrassed."
100%.
You know. So as you step out onto the chain, you find it's very easy to navigate. It's big enough that you don't have to worry too much about holding your balance. But as you step out about 10 feet, you realize that there's nothing below you. Like, you see this red light for a little ways, it kind of fades away into just pitch black.
If Ross is taking the lead, I'll take up the rear.
Okay. So wait just a moment for Rowan to get back. But who would, well, it doesn't matter. As y'all kind of go across this chain one at a time. Ross, as you get to the edge of this field,
Mm.
you, do you just walk through? Do you not hesitate?
I mean, I'm aware that we are in hell, so it's the secondary reason. I mean, it would be the primary reason, but with the Rowan's prank kind of being the motivation and the excuse, I would test the level of corruption that would kind of we'd be exposed to, and I would step out without pause.
Also, if you guys want, you can go in. I know it says sanity, but it's actually corruption. Should be on your sheets. You can all set that to 0, thanks to Tyreal.
Damn,
Yay.
Tyreal, boss, let's go.
Also, while we're stepping out onto the thing, almost instinctively, as of like a forgotten memory, I'm going to cast Mage Armor myself.
Yeah, sure.
What a legend.
Yeah. So, Ross, as you get to the edge, you can obviously see this translucent shimmering right in front of you. As you push through, you feel this weird pressure on you. And for anybody behind him, you see him.
Man.
What?
Oh lordy.
What happened?
Yeah, that's not me, right? Okay.
No, that's not. Adam.
What?
Oh,
You're roboting out. I think we're about to lose you. And
look
the
at
game.
camera, he's frozen. I need to take a screenshot of that picture. Of that.
Yeah, me too.
My
Hold
camera's
on.
frozen?
We might lose the game too. Might be an internet thing.
And we'll get the stream back up. Alright.
It's back, kind
Hey,
of.
close your calendar there.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, there you go.
Goodness.
Oh, the stream is, delayed. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. Anybody watching? I don't know what the hell's happening with, Oh, I need to do this. I'm glad I noticed that.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, man. I roboted and everybody said, I think I kicked from the server, lost connection. So, anyways, what I was saying is Ross. Oh, and for those of you who are extremely disappointed in not being able to see me at the moment, I killed my camera to conserve some upload bandwidth. Anyways.
How could you?
I'm sorry.
You wanted to see your face. I'm upset now.
Ross, as you approach this translucent field here, this barrier, you put your hand out and kind of push through, right? There's a little resistance, and you feel, as you step through, you feel a pressure, and you actually feel and hear this kind of, as you're walking, you hear your I'm assuming you have some kind of gauntlets on, correct?
Yes.
You hear them on the chain, the sound you would expect metal on metal, and then you feel as though you're stuck in molasses, and for what feels like 10, 15, 20 seconds, you feel like you're moving in extremely slow motion. You feel that you hear this as things kind of slow down around you. But in reality, what is only about a half a second, you step forward and you hear the battle raging around you. You now see the angels and the demons that were outside the field just going at it. The clanking and growls and yells of the angels. For those of you following behind Ross, you see him step through and you see him on the other side, and he just stops cold. He seems to be blocking your path. But as you also push in, you feel in that same distortion, and as you step through, you see Ross is 10 steps ahead of you, as if he never stopped moving. Ross, you turn around and you see nothing inside the field until I'm just going to go with Rowan, because y'all didn't really give an order here, so it doesn't really matter. Until Rowan pushes through this field in front of you, moving extremely fast. Like, you feel like she's rushing towards you, and then all of a sudden she takes a step in normal time and begins to catch up to you. You see that each one comes through the same way, but from this side you see nothing inside the barrier. It's just an opaque dome.
Does it look like any of the war that's going on, the battle, I should say, going on around us? Does it look like anyone has paid any attention to us as we moved out?
None. You guys, so the nearest ones would be here, but they are actually above. You can just see maybe 30 feet up this rock platform just kind of floating there, held to this main island that you were on, with two of these massive chains going up to it, and you see a battle going on up there, but they're not looking down at you. They're not noticing you at all.
I would notice that, turn around, see Rowan there, and I nod, and I guess I would yell it. Oh no! Would Simon have,
Mental link.
Yeah, he
Roll!
would've-
All right. And yes, to answer your question, Ross, the second you step through, you feel that presence back.
Yeah, through the link, we move. It doesn't seem any of them have noticed us, but we can't expect that to last. And I don't say anything else as I barrel ahead.
Every step on this chain echoes out across this plane. As you hear the kunk, you hear the echo, kung, groom, groom, groom. The echo is actually almost reversed as it gets lower, and then you hear it louder, and then you hear it quieter. And it seems to echo across the plane for what feels like minutes before it finally dissipates. Again, there's this eerie silence as you step out. It looks like, and from maybe certain backgrounds or religions, you thought maybe this would be a place of extreme heat and uncomfort. The temperature here is kind of mild. It's warm. It's a little on the warm side, but it's not overbearing. Again, there's no noise. There's no light other than some strange ambient light that you're not sure what
Where it comes from.
the origin of it. And it's only in places. In other directions, you look off and it's just blackness. Like, it seems to just blackness goes on forever. Once you guys get all out here, the structure that Tyreal had pointed you toward is not the same direction he pointed originally. It is now south of you. The first thing you notice in the immediate vicinity is a massive cylindrical pillar, or four of them actually. you almost can't tell how far they are because there's nothing here to judge distance, right? They look like some kind of structure, and as you look up, it almost looks like stone or rock. And you realize after a moment, one of them is beginning to move. And as you follow it up, probably 200 feet above you, you actually see what looks like some kind of body connected to these cylindrical pillars, which very quickly you realize are legs or feet of something massive as it begins to walk. And as the first cylinder, the first cylindrical leg begins to move, you realize that it's actually coming to step damn near on top of you. It is much closer than you thought it was. As it comes down, you see it. It's moving slowly because of the size of it. As you look up underneath, you see what could only be hundreds at a quick glance of small mouths just steadily fucking chattering as the foot comes down. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Just about to say.
Oh, sorry.
Boy.
Hi. Do we get the +5?
I was gonna say how many people would be within 10 feet.
Probably one or two.
Yeah, I mean, you
Not
can't
everyone.
all get within 10 feet unless you're holding hands with him, you know what I mean? That's pretty clumped up. Ross and Simon, I believe, yeah, I cannot get y'all stuff fixed until I get this update.
Okay.
So,
Oh wait, do I get advantage because I have danger sense?
I mean, can he see
yeah,
what's
you
happening?
definitely see it coming.
Boy.
Cool.
That's
Rosé!
a one. That's a one.
Saving throw.
Reap.
You're still distracted from Rowan,
Okay.
Rowan kissing you.
Yeah, right. Kid,
26,
I am
24,
doomed.
18.
About to die in the next 8 hours
Jesus. Ross.
because I'm kerfuzzled.
That's fucked up, Ron.
Right?
Why would you do that to Ross?
Simon, just remember me, please.
Everybody
Remember me. Tell
kind
my
of like,
story.
oh shit, and tumbles and rolls out to the side, right? Ross, unfortunately, you see this and you usually more concerned with the others, especially Simon, right? You look to make sure they're out of the way, and you just kind of misjudge that timing as you go to get out of the way yourself. You guys see this massive foot just right on top of Ross. Ross, you feel the weight. Uh-oh. Everybody's losing connection. What's going on?
I was brought back in immediately, so.
Yeah, it seems
I'm still
temporary.
in here.
I'm also still in here, but also a good time to advocate our OnlyFeeds page.
As the foot comes down and crushes Ross.
Ross, you feel the weight as you are flattened and kind of pressed into the earth, the stone, the rock beneath you. You feel your plate mail kind of dent in as you take 18 points of damage, crushing or bludgeoning damage, and you feel the little mouths. You hear and feel the little mouths kind of scrape it against your armor, as that didn't actually hit you, but the actual pressure got you. But 18 points of damage, you know, that's not horrible, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, does not feel good to have sudden weight dropped on you like that.
Oh my god.
yeah, kind of like Loki after Hulk got done with him, you know?
Yeah. You want me to take it out, or you got it?
I got you.
Okay.
On my screen, nobody's connected to Foundry.
Refresh.
Oh,
I was.
there we go.
Oh well. You
Now
could
I
Oh,
say.
see.
Ross
I see
disappeared.
Laz, Rowan, Thebe, and Vec at the moment.
Well, I refreshed because you said you didn't see anyone in there. I was in, but it's all good.
Okay. I got your hit points, by the way. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's RP, so to keep us moving, I would run through the link. Keep moving. And I'm gonna try and grab to my feet as well. And I mean, whoever is taking the lead, take the lead. I'm hoping you guys don't stop, but I would try and fall in line with.
You guys hear the and you see
Uh,
the next 3 legs begin to walk. It doesn't seem to be intentionally doing this. As you guys get up and move and watch, it's just walking along, and it just happened to catch you guys.
Like ants. Oh god.
I'll run up and Vec will take the lead for now, as Ross tries to recover himself.
Alright, we're gonna switch over to this.
I will be in the lead with Vec. Knowing that I am going to be a bright ass beacon for everything in here.
Worst idea, but alright.
I did cast Pass Without a Trace, just so you know, DM.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
When did you do that? When y'all stepped out here? I see it.
Yeah, as we,
Okay.
yep, as we're stepping down.
All right. Every noise you make out here, especially those in armor, just sends an echo across the plains for what seems forever. I mean, it is, again,
You mean it
eerily
doesn't,
quiet.
right?
Huh?
Because Deep casts Pass Without Trace.
I mean, that's gonna help, but it doesn't completely silence you, right?
It does.
Does it?
That's the yeah. I thought
Silence radiates from you, making detection.
no, I think
Mask
is it
And
mo-
stealth worst.
Yeah.
The- Best it will do is that it will erase footsteps.
Yeah.
Actually, no. It says
it's
a
the
veil of
silence?
shadows and silence radiates
Yeah.
from you.
That's
So-
okay. That's why. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's both hearing and sight, but
Okay.
it's 10 points worth, whatever that means.
Yeah. Okay, I knew. I was like, no, but Pass Without Trace does like, it's a veil of muffled. It's like a silencer. That's what it is. It's a glove over the party.
Okay. Well.
Good move if you needed it.
Yeah. As the silence here is, well, the silence here is deafening, as you
boy.
actually hear the blood
Mm.
pulsing
That
in your
sounds great.
ears.
I think we lost our DM again.
Oh no!
Oh, and he's
Really?
back.
Really? You losing me? Really?
Oh,
It's
very
really
roboty back.
robotic.
You're roboty, but you're going in and out a bit. And you're down right now if you've been talking.
No. Hello, hello.
Hey, hello, hello.
All
Heard
right.
some of that.
Yeah, we can barely.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're roboting hard, bro.
Guys liked the GIF I posted that our resident genius Vec made.
We could just leave that up since I'm not on camera anymore. That way people can still see
Oh
me.
yeah, okay, sure.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
No. This.
Yeah,
Oh my
just
god.
put it over his Discord cube.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Stop
you
it.
put it out there.
Get some help.
Load it.
Oh, Simon's loaded. Okay.
Ah,
Oh my god.
that's so good, Rowan.
That is amazing. Well done. Subscribe.
Oh man.
Technical
this kind of
difficulties. Oh.
Adam, I don't ever want you to turn on your camera again.
Yeah.
Damn.
I said it.
What?
We were
I mean,
thinking it, but I said it.
You might get some more emojis out of it.
Maybe. I need some time with this one though.
I
we
mean,
need a
I
purpose.
have video of something that happened on your camera that we could definitely make an emoji out
Oh,
Oh no!
wow.
That's even worse.
That
Oh no!
that is actually villainous. You got it. I got nothing for that one. You got it. That is actually villainous.
of. Yeah.
Sheesh.
The turning point in
was a
Sean's
great night.
life.
Yeah. Oh my god, the turning point.
Oh, you turned all right.
No.
It was a little turning point.
It wasn't even. Oh my god.
You can tell your friend I said that too. Oh shit.
Oh boy.
All right, y'all still
Ooh,
not
but
loaded.
I am loaded.
I am loaded.
It says I don't have a token with vision on this screen. So
Says
Oh.
game pause.
Yeah.
and game
I'm
pause.
just loading.
I'm loading, so
I am tabbing and it just zooms me out.
All right, how about now?
Yeah, I can see. I can see clearly now.
Everything's working, sound and all that's
If we
working.
if we sing too well, we might get flagged.
Valid. Valid.
I don't want to go over that bridge.
Adam, you're using the thing I sent you.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Is it supposed to be No, you know what? I'll leave the mystery for later.
That's
This.
it's one of our break screens actually.
This.
I was gonna say.
For
is it
me, this
still-
is just y'all aren't on an actual map at the moment, so this is just.
Yeah, scene set. I got you.
Scene setting, yeah. You got the music and all that coming through, all right? Like, I'm not breaking up anything. Okay.
Fiery pits of hell.
Weird.
And who is not loaded? I still don't see Vec in here or Laz.
let me refresh my screen then.
I am loading.
Yeah, if you're still loading, that's fine. Just give it a moment. But okay. Anyways, we were. Ross was getting up and dusting off as the rest of you were. Which way are you guys heading? There's no real way to tell. North,
You said it was
south,
to-
east, and west. But
You said the structure was to the south, and we could
Well-
still see it.
I'm gonna say, given that there's no real directions here, the gate would be north, right? When y'all were on that map with the gate and Tyreal and all that, I'm gonna say the gate would be north. Tyreal pointed in a direction that seemed, if the gate is north, would have been east, which is where the structure was. When y'all stepped out, walking to the east up that chain, y'all stepped out and got out of that shell, and now the structure is to south.
Right, the opposite
So-
of where we originally.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but those aren't actual directions. That's just saying that you're using the gate as a due north.
Animated now.
You know what I mean?
But we can still see it. That was really my point.
You
We
can still see it.
Okay.
Yeah. People are bouncing in at our foundry like crazy.
Oh, I'm in.
So yeah, there's that, and this big thing that just stomped the shit out of Ross is slowly moving away from y'all. Like it wasn't an intentional thing. You just happened to get in its way. Again, the eerie silence is there, and which way do y'all head? What do y'all do here?
I mean, everyone's still moving, yeah.
If y'all wish.
Hmm.
Which direction are y'all trying to move? We're gonna use northeast, south, and west, obviously, but in characters, y'all really have no sense of direction here, right? So,
I mean, Tyreal did say that this entire hellscape is going to mess with our minds.
Yeah.
So, like, we may be walking in one direction, and then... Oh, I'm saying this out loud. But if it's messing with our minds, you think it could be just playing tricks of where it's appearing?
as her voice echoes across the plains.
Wouldn't she be saying that psychically?
She said she was saying it out loud.
Oh, out loud. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I forgot Simon had the psychic link up. I say in the link now.
Simon, you want to roll me the dice on that? See how long it lasts.
6
He's rolled
hours.
6
You
hours.
already rolled.
Okay, gotcha. You hear as that echo goes across the plane here. You hear something come back. A distorted, almost moaning kind of echo across back from some direction immediately after hearing Rowan's voice echo out across the plains.
Psychically, I'm going to say
We don't have a choice. We need to see if we can keep making a heading. Unless someone has a means to dispel illusions or detect false images, which I do not.
And I mean, if I see the structure is, south, I start trudging that way.
All right.
I don't know.
What
I
is
don't.
this
I don't know
for?
what else to do.
Vec, why'd you roll a dex save?
I didn't roll deck save. I didn't roll anything.
That was 34 minutes ago.
Wow, I just saw a dice pop up on my screen.
Actually, I'm still loading.
And Vec's saving throw just popped up on my screen.
Even the game is like all messed up with
Yeah.
your.
Sorry. Anyways, yeah. So you guys begin to move, and you, after about what feels like maybe an hour of travel, some of you notice that this opaque field that Tyreal had erected here. You glance over your shoulder and you see it. It doesn't feel like it's getting further away, but at this point, it's if you had to guess, again, there's nothing here to help you judge distance. It looks as though it's maybe 300 feet away, and it feels like it's always looked like it was 300 feet away. And as you travel, you go a few minutes further, and you kind of glance around, checking your surroundings, and you look back, and now it's just gone.
And the structure?
The structure still looms ahead of you if you're heading towards it. You can't tell if maybe because it's so far away if it's getting closer or not, but it still looms ahead of you. Who is...
Yeah. Still trudging onward.
You're saying that to just me, or... Oh...
Yeah.
Good job, Sean.
Yeah, thanks.
Everyone say good job, Sean.
Just kind of
Good
stumped
job,
me there.
John.
Okay, yeah, sorry. As you guys press onward, that strange moan or whatever it was that you heard earlier, upon almost as an answer to Rowan's echoing voice across the plains. You hear that once again, but now you hear several of them almost mixed together as this. It's almost like a cacophony of voices, very faintly echo back towards you. Again, you can't make out a direction, but
I'm sorry, guys. I fucked up. I say into the mental link.
Well, no, you're fine, Rowan. They can't. If we don't know where they're at, they don't know where we're at.
I don't
And
think that's how it works.
it was a long time ago. It's been so long, and I got a nifty spell up. Everything's gonna be fine.
Does the spell shield the divine from detection?
What is that? Something that like you need?
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can't spell.
Cacophony. Did you want to spell cacophony?
No.
Caca. Funny.
I made a better looking one for you, Rowan.
All right. Who would be? I'm assuming everyone would be, but who would be mainly kind of keeping an eye out, even though there doesn't appear to be anything around you?
I would.
I think all of us would be trying to keep an eye out.
Well, I will allow one person to roll with advantage with help from someone, or two people to roll separately.
I'll do it.
For
I'll do it.
perception. Y'all gonna roll each individually? Okay. Alright.
Only 2 people can roll? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if everybody rolled, I mean, holy crap. That's like saying, oh, we'll just take the 20, right? Anyways. Boros, are you walking?
Yes. With the party, yeah.
Okay. You see what looks like figures off in the distance. Again, you look out across this place in all directions and there's just nothing. And now... Okay. Yeah, sorry. There's this it's empty, right? And as you're kind of looking around, you don't see anything, and you look over your shoulder, you kind of look back ahead, you know, you're watching around ahead of you, you look back over to your right, and then maybe a few seconds later, 15, 20 seconds, you kind of glance back over your shoulder, your left shoulder again, and all of a sudden there's these shadowy images, kind of, as far as you, for lack of a better word or term, on the horizon, right, that weren't there before. Maybe 7 or 8 of them. You can't tell how far they are, you can't tell how big they are, you can't tell what they are, but they weren't there a few seconds ago.
In the psychic link, I'm going to tell the party I believe we're being watched. I don't know by who, and I don't know how far off they are, but I see them in the distance over there.
He draws an arrow, notches it on his bow.
Okay.
Rowan has put away the practice sword and drawn her base.
Christ. Thank goodness. I didn't know she still had that out. I would have yelled at her. Put that bloody piece of wood away.
She's just been swinging it.
Ross just got stepped on by a giant creature, and you still have your practice sword out?
Bruh. Rowan is out here playing games.
Hey, listen, if his armor looked particularly dinged up, I wouldn't be spending on it.
Oh my god.
And also a closed wounds.
Oh, that's a good point. You can do that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, closed wounds. Hi. You can roll 3.
Excuse
If
me.
you so wish.
Bless you, by the way.
Bless
So everybody kind of Oh, okay. Hey, you can heal yourself up there for 18 hit points. Exactly
Oh, hey,
what
you
were
got
using.
everything back.
Yeah. I don't look at you, but I nod my thanks.
You don't look at me.
I do not make eye contact.
So, does anybody else look for kind of try to look and see what Boros is talking about?
Yes.
I would like to try, but I'm having issues trying to log into the Foundry.
Yeah, poor Vec keeps getting bounced out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're looking at the stream, Danny, that's all that's there. It's just a background image because y'all aren't actually on a map or anything.
Yeah, no, I see it. I have it pulled up.
Okay. Anyways, you guys look and see. You see the figures. Again, they don't appear to be moving or getting any closer. But as you continue to walk ahead, they're still there. Like they stay there. They don't seem to get further away from you. Just the same as they don't seem to be getting closer to you. But you do hear this strange moaning beginning to kind of creep in a little louder with the echoes as it echoes around.
You're saying it's getting louder?
Yes, slightly louder. It is definitely more noticeable now than it was.
Alright, I'm gonna try and shoot one. There's no way these things are friendly.
Wait, how far are these things?
Let's see if I can figure
You
it
don't
out.
know. You have no clue. There's no way to judge distance out here.
Oh, yikes.
Hold on, Phoebe. Don't want to be hasty here.
Now, Mr. Hobbit. No need to be hasty.
Do you heed Boris's words?
Yeah, I'm not trying to... Yeah.
You said that like you weren't sure, so...
Oh, fuck on.
Yeah, I listen arrow. Yeah, I listen. I just listen arrow anyway.
So
I hear what he said. Hear it.
So what are we doing between you two? Like,
I'm following Ross. It's best we stay as a group. If this continues as it is, then it's probably gonna end up getting closer anyway.
Oh man, you're really good at tactics, Rowan. I don't know if I've told you that, but just gonna give you some feedback right now. I think you're like a natural leader.
Man is really giving a performance review on the job. What? I mean, I probably would take the time to glance back. Immediately, my eyes would seek to find... I think to find Vec, because I recall Vec kind of moving back to the rear originally before I got stepped on. But I feel like he'd be the focal point just to make sure that, okay, everyone, if Vec's still around, that means that we've got someone that can kind of protect and give time for other people to leave.
Yeah.
So are you still at the back? What are you doing?
I moved up to the front when you got stepped on, so I'm now in the front with Rowan.
Gotcha. That's what I needed to know.
So Boros, what were you gonna do? Thieb, did you not launch the arrow? Like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm good. I didn't let go of the arrow. One of the leaves on my skirt caught fire, and I got distracted.
Okay.
Would I be able to make an active perception check to see if I can focus on these things in the distance?
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish?
Discern what they are and if they even are approaching us or just watching us.
You could do an investigation check
Okay.
to see if you can make out any details.
No.
No.
Just shadowy figures that weren't there before. That's all you can
Yes.
make out.
We should press forward. Just be cautious.
Okay. I mean,
I mean, we can continue forward. If anything, I'll probably draw things in like a beacon.
What makes you say that?
Every single time we fought a fiend ever.
that is
What's a
valid.
fiend? You mean like a demon?
Yes. Be
Wait, you're saying those shadows are demons?
maybe, maybe not. For now, though, we should just err on the side of caution. Tyreal did say that not everything here is our enemy, but I'm also not going to assume everything's our friend neither.
Okay.
So there's no need to go attacking any shady figures unless they attack us first.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Wow, man. You and Simon, just like so naturally like, and Ross too. It's like our party's filled with like smart people who like make good choices, you know.
Fucking Rowan's like, don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
Vec is just gonna kind of like just nod, agreeing with me.
Uh-oh, what's this interesting idea?
Well, seeing as how.
Hey, Vic, welcome.
Finally, I'm in.
Oh yeah, Beck is in. Woo!
Yeah.
We snaw. I don't know why we snaw, but we snaw. We, meaning Draven. I don't know why I said we. Just Andres, you just make me want to say we all the time.
Good.
That was weird. All
But
right.
what about
all right.
woo?
No, we're not digging into that.
No, we're digging into it now.
moving on.
The
Go ahead,
the
go ahead.
Vipers did have several spellcasters whom I imagine would have used familiars in the past for various things. I think that Ross would take it in mind that to ask either Thebe or Boros. He has seen Laz use a familiar, and we haven't seen it in a long time. So I think while walking ahead, I'd probably slow down enough to say mentally, Thebe, Boros.
Yeah, dude.
Can either of you summon creatures that may not need to rely on their sight to see things?
I could search.
Yeah, like a little worm or something would probably work for that.
Or something that might not be disabled from moving of its own accord, like, say, a bat.
Wait, you want me to summon a bat in this landscape? That's torture for the thing. Ah, no.
Yeah, but make it a hell bat.
I feel like I can, but it's gonna take an hour.
Looking ahead, does it seem like we've gotten any closer to the structure?
Not at all.
I would stop and say, I think we must risk this. I don't know that we really have another choice.
You also don't feel like you've been walking for an hour. Feels like you just left 5 minutes ago. But you know your body, right? You feel fatigue, you feel the muscles, so you know you have been walking for quite some time. But you think about it in your mind, it only feels like you left 5 minutes ago.
I'm also going to do this. I don't think it's ritual for me, but I'll double check. But yeah, I mean, I would stop, and if Thebes seems... Hey, you want to summon a familiar? No way, man. This place is too dangerous. I would look at Boros and give him a nod. Now, seeing that he's taller than me, I'm looking up. If you need to know, I say take it, unless the others disagree. And I look to see if anyone else has any better ideas.
Keep looking, Simon.
Aww.
Sorry.
What was the question? Sorry.
Wow. I mean, so the idea is, hey, Boros is going to summon a familiar. Hopefully it doesn't need to rely on sight. Maybe other senses would be useful here. And we'll try and use that as a guide, but he needs an hour.
Sounds good.
Try.
Let's do it.
Can try smelling.
Do you have the smell of our destination?
Good point.
That's when they start doing their thing, and I cannot cast it ritually, so I would need to, you know, as soon as I realize Boros is going to start their ritual, I will do that and begin, you know, searching around with arcanely blessed eyes.
Yeah. Very obviously, everybody's artifacts and stuff will glow. But other than that, you don't detect any magic. Like, there's a faint glow in the air, like everywhere, right? But you're on a plane of demonic magic, so yeah, it's nothing
kind of magic.
pinpointed. You know what I mean?
Kind of magic.
It seems to be a weave of all types of magic. But illusionary magic does stand out as a little bit brighter glow. No, that doesn't help you much, but...
Well, it's what we suspected, and at least gives us an idea. I would convey as much. I don't know that I need to RP that. I mean, we suspected it.
Can we see... So we knew that the portal was north, right? From what we were doing, right?
I was using that as a general...
North.
Yeah.
We don't actually have cardinal directions.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but north.
Right.
We
I
know
got you.
where the portal was in one direction, right? And while we were inside that field by Tyreal, right? We saw that the structure was in the east. Now it looks like it's in the south.
When you left the bubble, yeah, you located, kind of got your bearings and located it, and it appeared to be 90 degrees from where you originally saw it.
Why don't we head east? Or in the direction that it was when we were in the portal, in that barrier. Because if the barrier was essentially a safe haven from any outside demonic influence, perhaps the illusion wasn't affecting the landscape that we were looking at when we were in that area. And it's only affecting us now because we've left the safe haven.
Yeah, I nod. Wise deduction. You could try it.
He nods too. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's a really... I was thinking the same thing. Yep. It's exact what you just said was my mind. We're one and the same. What do you think, Simon?
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, he agrees. Looks like we're all on the same page with whatever Rowan's idea is.
Something is bothering Vec. Like, the sword was in that circle where Simon and Rowan found it. That was demonic, right?
Say that again?
The sword that Simon and Rowan found, it was in that circle that was in the other area we were in that we came from, right?
Okay, so yeah, the gate before y'all stepped through, the gate was kind of constructed of bone and bits and pieces of bodies, right? And there were other things in there like bits and pieces of stone and metal that seemed to be just kind of caught up. It doesn't look like the gate was like put together by hand, right? It looks like something magical kind of pulled it together, and things just kind of got caught up in that spell, and the sword was just kind of stuck in some of that bone and stone rubble that was around the gate.
Would it lead Vec to believe that that sword is not of that plane?
Not of which plane?
Where
y'all were?
Yes.
I don't think Vec would have any way to determine that. Yeah, he wouldn't know.
Like determining the smell of where he was from, depending on where he is now. Does the sword smell the same from where he is now?
Like,
no.
does it smell of the hells?
No, it actually has a sweet smell to it.
It's weird. Vec finds that weird. He'll remember that scent for now.
Okay, are we journeying east then? East.
That would make the most sense to me.
As long as we keep moving, I'm fine. And, oh, rat baskets.
Take that last "the" out of there. Sorry, the one in between the last two words. Yeah, I didn't mean to put that there.
Okay. Alright, for a moment, Ross kind of breaks stride and he almost stumbles. But then he rights himself and as we're on the way, Ross would say, I know we need to hurry back to the monastery, but Diablo is here. One of the primes is in this hell. I think he's marshalling his forces to attack Bale, and they mean to assault a place called Harrogoth. Does that mean anything to you all?
Memory check.
Memory
All
check.
of our conversations with Deckard.
Harrogoth is where the barbarians in the north live. That's where Mala was from.
That's right.
Oh.
I don't know if it's because I played D2, but like, I instantly knew what you're talking about.
Oh.
Alright, metagamer.
I'd like to think that I remembered it. I just want to know.
That's why I'm informing you that I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Y'all are sitting here for an hour while he summons a creature, I take it?
No, we were...
No, we're walking
moving.
east.
Yeah, we were moving.
Oh, okay.
We were having that conversation while we were moving.
Okay, so... Can you summon with... I know you can do it ritually, right? But you can do it just burn a spell slot as well, right?
Yes, I will still need an hour.
Okay, so you can walk and cast that spell, I presume?
Yes. I would assume so.
That's
As
up
long as I'm not a...
Post it real quick. Let me just read it just to see.
That's a long read.
Mhm.
Boy.
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't do it while walking. I mean, 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs. It must be consumed by fire in a brass brazier. I mean, this is all stuff you can do while moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would allow that. Especially, yeah, I would definitely allow that. So, all right. And what would you be trying to summon?
I will summon, for all intents and purposes, Helio. However, he looks a little different than you guys are used to. He's more red than gold. Still some gold on him here and there, modeled throughout his skulls, but definitely a red little wormling now.
Would he have more hit points or no?
No, it's
Okay, he's
just
still the same.
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, something that is strangely familiar to Boros materializes during this hour. Also, while he's doing this, he is very obviously not checking the surroundings. Who would be? Simon and Rowan. All right, y'all can help one another, or you can roll individually.
Individually.
And tell me specifically what you're looking for.
What? Because
Or-
we're actively looking, can I guidance myself or no?
Yeah. Not. I guess not what you're looking for, but where are you looking?
Straight ahead.
I'm looking
Within
for.
like a 60-degree arc, right?
And did y'all change directions? Was that decided? Y'all decided
Yes,
to head east? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I would be on the lookout for any odd, anything that stands out to me, anything different than just this flat, rocky hellscape.
Gotcha. All right.
Hold on. 23.
Jesus
Add
Christ.
my D4 to that.
Oof.
So that's a 25.
Yeah, Rowan. the figures that Boros pointed out. You guys changed directions. What, 90 degrees? You guys changed a 90 degree, right? And
Yep.
before, they were behind you, which would be, for all intents and purposes, north, where you came from, where Tyreal and them were. As you change direction, and you remember, oh yeah, these things were following us. You kind of glance over your shoulder after about 10 minutes or so, and you see the figures are now not north, but are again behind you. So west. They appear to be staying behind you. But you also notice now... I don't have my camera on. You see... once again, the figures shadowy, distant. Again, you can't make out any details. But they do feel closer, as they seem to be a little more looming, a little larger.
I think we're going in the right direction. Those figures seem to be getting closer now. I say in the link.
Hey, Thief, can you hit one of those things?
Oh no, I was thinking about trying earlier. Is it okay, guys? Is it okay, Laz?
I wouldn't do it yet.
Oh, okay.
Also, Laz is not Laz, it's Boros. Boros is casting a spell.
You guys are just shouting in my brain while I'm trying to focus on passing this ritual?
There might be something I can do. Oh my god, Rowan, did you just fart?
That wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I don't think.
It seems to be those same strange echoing voices, but now it sounds like it's in your ear, like it's right beside you.
Oh, fabulous.
Can I
Luckily, look to my left and right.
ask you a question, DM?
Mm-hmm.
What sort of terrain have we been navigating? Is it sort of like in the image with it's
Yeah,
like this
so if you
hellscape?
look
Is
at
it
the
that
image,
lava?
there's no lava here, right?
There's no lava.
But
Okay.
that's that type of rock, that rocky terrain, just without the lava mixed in.
Okay. Kind of obsidian kind of soil, like as if like it's an active volcano region, but there's no volcanic activity, something like that.
Yeah, like cooled volcanic rock.
And no fauna, no plants anywhere, no wildlife.
Nothing.
Okay.
40. Okay. You do see, as you guys begin to have this conversation, I told you before, bits and pieces seem to have an ambient glow that you couldn't quite make the origin out, and other directions was just pitch black. Those of you that are paying attention, Rowan, Simon, Boros, well, Boros before he started casting, even Simon with a 2, you do notice that things seem to shift. You know, even though you change directions, it seems like the shadows and the ambient light sources seem to constantly shift and never stay in the same place. Ahead of you at this point, now the structure that you were looking for is still quote unquote to the south of you as you're moving east, right? But now ahead of you, one of these ambient light sources seems to be getting closer or brighter. And you feel a wave of warmth hit you. You don't feel a breeze, but you just feel as though the temperature has noticeably gotten higher within the last few steps. Not uncomfortably so, but warmer than it was.
Okay. So DM, I was trying to do something and I wanted to ask you a question, but I noticed a problem with my character sheet.
Okay.
I don't have any 5th level spells.
Creep.
You don't have any what level spells?
There's no something got botched on my import from the looks of it, because I don't have any spells on my character sheet.
I see all kinds of spells on your character sheet.
Under 5th level. Am I being
Oh,
dumb?
5th. Hold on.
Yeah, I turned everything off. I don't see nothing.
Oh yeah, there's no 5th level spells.
Yeah, I shouldn't have any 6th level spells, but 5th I should have.
Well,
Because I.
let's see. You can do the plutonium import thing. Hold on a second. Spells. Let me do this.
So the reason I bring it up was because I wanted to cast Commune with Nature, which is a 5th level spell.
It's about to be cray.
Mhm.
The rocks don't like to be rocks.
Did we get a new follower? Hold on.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm gonna say this. There is no nature here to commune with. And Thebe, as the druid ranger, you would immediately understand that.
Yeah, I hear where you're coming from, but no part about the spell matches that name. In terms of the way it functions, it doesn't say you communicate with nature on like a physical. I'm going to talk to this tree, or I'm going to talk to this animal. The way it's words is you briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory.
Ah, okay. Let me,
That's why I was like, well, shit. I mean, if you want to overrule that as DM,
got it.
no worries, man.
It is now on your character sheet. So you can cast it.
Alright, I'm hitting the button.
Hit that button.
I hit it so buttony. You see the wording on there that I was like trying to make work?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't. Oh, I don't see it.
No, it didn't go through?
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
I see it. Oh, you have
Yeah,
to
it
set
might
the
be
private.
private.
Hold on, I'll set
Yeah.
it. I'll
Did I?
there you go.
I mean, it also doesn't matter. It's really about what you.
Yep. He closes his eyes, musters all of his practices into one moment to try and figure out what might be true and what might not be true from the natural existence of things.
What
I-
3 facts would you like to know out of
I-
that list? What? Beck, go ahead.
I'm just wanting to say, like, I feel like it's gonna be like a flashbang in Thebes' head because of where we are.
Yep. So the first thing I was trying to hope, and within if we're doing the 3-mile radius, I was gonna hope for powerful celestials, fiends, fays, elementals, or undead as one of them. I was gonna hope for
Hang on. Let me
buildings.
answer that one. Let me answer that one
Yep,
first.
go ahead.
Powerful, celestial, fiend, faith, whatever. How long have y'all been walking?
Within 3 miles.
So, yeah, powerful. That's the interpretation. What is considered powerful, right? Powerful compared to you? Or, you know what I mean?
If it is something that would not be fodder,
It is-
something that might have a name or a lieutenant or
So
anything of that nature.
You get the idea that there are
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
there
Yeah.
are fiends and undead that are quite powerful within these 3 miles. Where? You're not sure. Do they know of you? You're not sure, but there are some creatures in this within the 3 miles that seem quite powerful.
Okay. So the literal example on the bottom says you could determine the location of a powerful undead in the area as an example of use case of this spell. So you're saying I can't determine its location?
Okay. Yeah. No, you can't, because everything here is fucked. Your senses aren't working right here. It feels like it's everywhere and right beside you at the same time. Like, it doesn't make sense. Nothing here makes sense.
Okay. And the next one would be buildings within 3 miles?
No, nothing.
Okay. And I'm gonna ask about influences from other planes of existence within 3 miles.
Uh... 3 miles? No. Not within 3 miles, no. Nothing.
Okay. That's all I got. People say, this place sucks, I got nothing, because that's what happened.
I mean, you did get something. You just don't know exactly where. Also, Helos, again, new and strange but oddly familiar to you, Boros. Helos has come into existence during this moment, during this time. What would you ask of it, him, her?
I will. While we're walking, I'll have him keep a pace ahead of the party. To help guide us.
Okay.
And I will be using my familiar sight. So I can see through his eyes.
Okay. Yeah, he takes off and flies ahead. Quick. He gets. Again, you're not sure of distance, right? But he flies away, and after about 10, 15 seconds, he almost just kind of blends into the background as he just fades out of your vision. You can still feel him, you can still see through his eyes, but he's, for some reason, you can't focus on him anymore.
Wait.
What?
So even though Boros is using Helios' senses, they lose connection with them, is what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
You, like I said, he can still see through his eyes.
Okay.
The rest
okay.
of you see the creature fly away, and he just kind of fades into the background, and you can't make him out anymore.
Gotcha.
But you, Boros, can still see through his eyes, so we'll get to that here in a moment. I need someone to roll me a perception check.
Me.
Okay. It could be Simon and Rowan again, if that's the case. Oh, shit. Damn.
Chill.
It seems in the moment that you have neglected to keep tabs of the figures as Helos's rebirth, right? And you kind of watch him fly away as you guys all continue to walk, and you think about it, and you glance over your shoulder at the thought, right? And these, whatever these figures are now close enough that you can make out some detail. As you see, they are bipedal. They seems to have arms of some sort, but still kind of covered in shadow, so you can't make out any other details besides that. But they do appear to be much closer. Can't hear you.
Well, shit.
Do you say that in or out of character?
In character in the psychic link.
Oh, I was about to say, did that just kind of like blurt out of Rowan's mouth? Oh, shit!
Nope.
Maybe in a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to use for toilet paper, though.
No, I mean, the figures, they're a lot closer now.
Oh.
God. What's a toilet?
But you know, if they don't turn out to be against us, we can find a corner for you to go in.
That'd be... I mean, this is a really weird thing to admit in my head, with all of you guys hearing my head thoughts. I mean, let's just be honest, you know, who else has been holding it? Yeah, they're right around the corner.
The entire campaign you've been holding it.
Yeah, it's the first time I've shit.
In months. Oh, anyways, past that. Yeah, creatures, whatever these things are, seem to be much closer now. And, oh, you can also make out there seem to be about 9 of them, all kind of scattered amongst each other. There, you see, you can make out about 9 of them.
I count 9 of those things.
Glancing over the shoulder, I mean, could anyone see them? Or...
Yes, absolutely. They've been pointed out to you, so...
Yeah. Do we stop and talk to them?
No way, man. Like, we shoot arrows at them because of the fight, right?
No.
I I know not everything's here's supposed to be our friend, but they're following us, and they're not talking, and they're being all weird, and this place is weird, and I don't think it's too unreasonable to put an arrow in their eyes.
Simon
Wow, I
turned
didn't
around.
think I didn't think you'd be one of the first
go.
person to suggest violence, Thebe.
Yeah, well, you know what? I've never been to hell before, and now that I'm here, I don't trust anyone or anything. I tried to like do everything that I could ever even think of to try and figure out what's going on, and I have no idea. I can't even talk to nature. Do you know what that means?
I would look at Simon, who's turned around. It looks like.
Yeah, Simon is staring at these 9 entities, and while you're standing there looking at him, all of you, those that are connected to the psychic link, now sense that it's gone. And I try to contact these guys.
There's
See a
nothing.
moment of panic.
Yeah,
Nothing?
There's nothing. You
Okay.
feel no mind to connect to.
Good. I throw it back up with everybody else. Yeah, they didn't want to talk.
They didn't want to talk. They
No.
rejected your link. Is that
Uh,
possible?
Well, yeah, anyone can reject it,
Oh,
but there was no sign of acceptance, rejection, nothing. Like there's nothing there.
No thought.
Yep, Thebe notches an arrow. There was one thing that I felt too. There were powerful undead and demons nearby us.
Oh, okay. I tap Thebe on the shoulder. I cast guidance.
I would say hold.
Oh.
If they are undead, perhaps it need not end in violence. Trust me, a moment. Mind, it would make me feel safer if perhaps an arrow was knocked in case this went poorly.
So I assume everybody at this point is kind of looking at these figures while they're speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they appear to
Right.
be statues. Like they're not moving at all. I'm not saying they're statues. I'm just saying they're as still as a statue. Like there's no movement at all.
They like weeping angels.
That would be awful, and I'm just gonna join whoever is the first to recruit me. I don't want to deal with that.
60 feet.
I just every time Adam describes anything here, I just like turn it off because
Right.
he already described it as it doesn't matter. So I'm like, well, if we can't trust it, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you get like 9
yeah.
pings within that 60 feet of undead. Within 60 feet, like, and these creatures look to be several hundred feet away from you.
Okay, well, so I guess
Or
9
pings, I
and
guess you smell. Yeah.
yeah, I detect them. I guess I'm gonna look to Simon. Simon, I seem to be trying to get a yes or no from you, as I give you a raised brow, nothing mentally or verbally. Okay. Oh, you say like no, don't go? Oh. All right.
Wait, don't go where? I thought you were
I was-
saying
Yeah, I was about to.
whether or not
I
those guys responded.
I want to, while the party's looking at these things, recall Helios and send them towards these shadowy figures to see what they are.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Real quick before we do that though, can we hear what Ross was?
Yeah, let's go ahead and finish
Yeah.
that thought.
I mean, if Simon is kind of like So basically, Ross is just looking at you like, I'm gonna go over there. Like, you guys are you guys ready?
Hang on a bit. Let's see what else we can come up with before we start trudging that way.
Okay. And I imagine that's when we see Helios.
Yeah. Like, I have a plan. This little wormling can see things that we can't.
All right, but let me say this. Part of the deal I've made gives me a modicum of control over undead. Don't attack them unless it's absolutely necessary.
I may not have existed for much longer than a day, but I won't put you in any undue harm.
I'm not trusting you.
That's really cool. You're like Rowan. She can do things with dead people.
I do not look at Rowan, but Beeve, if I could shoot you with holy light from my eyes,
All right.
Put
So
out there.
who's doing what then?
so Helios is flying over to the 9.
Yeah.
You're gonna hang back
And
for a moment, Ross?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm using my familiar sight so I can see through his eyes while he makes his way down.
Yep. How close are you willing to get with Helios?
Until he sees something strange.
Okay. He doesn't fly very far. I mean, he flies out maybe. What's his move speed? Let me see.
Move speed 15. Fly speed of 60 feet.
60. So within about 4 or 5 seconds of him passing you guys up, headed that direction, he gets a pretty good shot of these guys and what they are, or what they appear to be, what they look like. Sorry. Let's just do this.
Oh,
They are not moving. They are standing extremely still.
uh, um,
Sounds like you're taking a shit, bro. Did
yeah, now
did
I
I scare you or what?
These things shouldn't be moving. They're not moving.
I'm gonna tell you this. They appear to be. So they're not just standing still, all in the same position, right? It's as if they were. It's as if they're frozen mid-stride. And they seem to be taking long strides like they're running. But they're just still.
I have an idea. You're gonna have to trust me. But everybody, close your eyes. 3 seconds, that's it. And then open them.
You remind me of Lazarus like so much, dude. I just thought you should know that. You got it. I'm closing my eyes. New Lazarus named Boros.
I fucking knew it! Oh no!
I close my eyes as well.
I closed my eyes for 3 seconds.
What about Helios?
As soon as I have verbal confirmation that everyone's closed their eyes, I'll have Helios close his eyes.
3 seconds go by. 1,
I don't like
2,
this.
3.
Open.
Everybody
Yeah.
opens their eyes. These creatures are about 20 feet away from you. And you see them all just kind of sitting there looking at you as you now see what Helios saw, where they're all kind of frozen mid-stride. Helios, they are all in different positions than what, or Boros, I guess. They're all in different positions now than they were when you saw them through Helios's eyes 3 seconds before. But this is what everybody sees.
Oh no 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 no!
Necromorph ass shit.
Fucking hell!
Simon?
Beep.
Dude, I never told you this, but there's this like game when I was a kid. It was called Simon Says, and like I'm getting some real vibes of it right now. Cause like Simon says something like "don't move" and then you not move, but then like Simon doesn't do that, and then like you can move. You know what I mean? And then like I'm pretty sure this is that. So like, could you just tell these things to like not move?
Sure. I do that. I turn and intently stare at these things and tell them each not to move.
Bless your all hearts.
Stay here, guys. We need to go away from you. You guys stay here.
Yeah, this is. You get that same sweet smell of decay coming directly from these creatures as they are now about 20, 30 feet away from you. You know what? We're gonna get into initiative here.
No.
But it is 9:10, and my head is fucking killing me. So it's a little early, guys. I'm sorry, but we're gonna stop for this week right here, and we'll pick it up with this bullshit when we come back next week.
Oh,
Alright.
Eve no longer has to shit.
Oh no, it's running down the inside of his leaf skirt at the moment.
Okay, all right. And chat, thank you for being an awesome audience. Y'all are amazing.
Yeah, sorry people, but yeah, we're gonna call it right here. If you're watching, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, follow, and we'll see y'all back here next week, same time. Also, oh Jesus. If for those of you who may not know, you can go to YouTube at Abracadagger D&D on YouTube and find our previous sessions there if you are interested and want to catch up on the story.
Oh my
but
God.
Again, thank you, and fuck y'all and y'all's level ups. We will see y'all next week. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.